I did it, boys. I successfully talked my parents into getting a used washer instead of a new washer at Lowe's or Menards or something. Yes, I can't believe it too. I know, right? Like 3 years ago, they're like, oh, we don't want to buy a used washer. We don't trust them. But looks like they don't care anymore because like this here is like $275. It's much cheaper than what the cheapest washer at Lowe's is probably. This here is one of my dream washers. I mean, I can go farther and I will once I get my own place, but just a direct drive itself, I've always wanted this. I've always wanted a direct drive, and I finally have one. A lot of my family members had direct drives at one point, but they've been long replaced when I started my channel in 2019. So I always had to rely on just vacations and stuff to film a direct drive washer, but not anymore. I can film a direct drive washer whenever I want. Oh yeah, there's a blue stain there. I hope that's something I can scrub out. That'll be nice. So yeah. So before I actually do any laundry with it, I need to clean this out. So yeah, stay tuned for next video. And here's some bonus clips I have of me getting the washer and stuff. The Whirlpool is going bye-bye. Doesn't even spin that well anymore. Jeez. Yep, this ain't going bye-bye. Getting a better washer tomorrow. Farewell. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See?
That's not a good noise, right?
Yeah, that's not good. See, it's just, it's dead. It's dead. Goodbye. Farewell, my friend. Not friend. Out with the old, in with the older. Direct driving truck. Oh, not enough. So, this here is our fourth washer. Yeah, I know, that might sound surprising because if you've been with me for like when I first started my channel, you remember the Maytag. That was the very first one I've ever shown off here. That was the first washer I grew up with, and also the first washer I've ever seen. And then it was replaced by that Whirlpool HE washer in 2022. That was the second washer you guys saw. And now we got this one. This here is technically the third, but it's still the fourth because back in 2002 when my parents moved here in this house, they told me there was another Whirlpool direct drive here, but they kept on talking about how you put a filter on the agitator and water will go through it and stuff. I was like, that's a GE filter flow. So yeah, it had to be a GE filter flow, unless there's like some super rare Whirlpool filter flow, which I doubt that exists. But they only used that for a year. They eventually gave it to my grandma, I guess. And they replaced it with the Maytag Atlantis washer and dryer. The dryer remains, but the washer is long gone, sadly. The washer lasted a good 19 years, almost 20 years. That would have been perfect, but oh well. On numbers, I guess. So I replaced it with our third washer, which was that crappy Whirlpool 2-in-1 washer. And then that broke down. Well, I mean, we only had it for 3 years, and then, as we all know, during the funeral stream, it broke down. Like, I would be disappointed if... Oh, you... No! Oh my god. So yeah, so I thought it was toast. So we moved it out of the laundry room and we just found the sock stuck inside the motor. The Whirlpool was murdered by a sock. It was stuck in the motor where the opening is. Yeah. It was just crammed in there. I don't know how, but it just got sucked in there during some cycle. It was so funny. So my dad took out the sock this morning, and he just found out that the belt slipped, and it wasn't, and that's the reason why it wouldn't spin or agitate. So he put the belt back on, and it now works fine again. But we already bought this, so we're not going to. I mean, I'm glad we didn't refund. I'm glad we didn't decide to just refund this, because that would have ruined a lot of future videos. No, the reason why we just still decided to stick with this here is because my parents wanted a better washer. They wanted something that will clean better than what we had already. So we got this, our fourth washer. If you're wondering about the fate of the Whirlpool HE washer, so we were just going to put it on the curb and let somebody pick it up and scrap it, I guess. But then my dad wanted to sell it to the appliance store where we bought this. And then after we found out that we could repair it and it worked perfectly again, my dad wanted to sell it on Facebook Marketplace for about $300 something. But then he decided to give it to my grandparents, because my grandparents, they need a new washer. Their 1-year-old Whirlpool is already acting up, so they got rid of it and they replaced it with our old Whirlpool. So yeah, if anybody was disappointed that I got rid of the old Whirlpool, then don't worry, it's still in the family, and I can just film small clips of it here and there whenever I go to my grandma's house. But I promise you, this washer is going to be so much cooler to watch. Stay tuned for the clean washer cycle, or I mean, just running it through cleaner. There is no clean washer cycle on this because it's no HE washer. And then as of now, as of filming this, I washed a blanket and one towel in this. So yeah, stay tuned for those videos. See ya.